Not too long ago, I posted a video of Stained Brutal Calamity from the Terraria Calamity mod. It was well received, and people incessantly asked for Roar of the Jungle Dragon. So I am thrilled to listen to this. I'm an opera singer turned voice actor. I love video game music. I love talking about video game music, and I'm really looking forward to listening to this. Let's do it. Before this jumps in, I want to say that this opening to 14 seconds is extremely heroic, right? That music and the way that it's like an anthem call, and that alone is so like, yes, I've got, I'm ascending or whatever. Yeah, I'm really curious to hear how the rest of this goes. I just wanted to point that out because that's incredibly heroic.
The enemy ascended beyond your control. Or was that all your intention? They have managed to demolish whatever we make, but you're failing to comprehend. If they can, they will easily put you home while you're plundered by your digression. I have gotten to the point where I'm just too afraid that you're going to meet your end.
Oh, that's a really nice harmony. So you've got three voices in a harmony. Meet your end. Ooh, that's cool. What are these lyrics? I'm looking at the lyrics right now. Whose point of view are these? They have managed to demolish whatever we made, but you're failing to comprehend. That's cool. So isn't this amazing about vocal writing? So we've got a melody, and then we've got a harmony. In this case, it's two voices, and the harmony's typically always lower. And what I find really interesting about voices in general, lower voices are always like standing your way. They don't move very much in choral writing, right? Soprano, alto, or tenor 1, tenor 2, tenor 1 especially, or soprano, the highest outside voice tends to always have the melody. So in this case, you hear that abundantly clearly, while also underneath it's being supported by the other outside voice, in this case, the bass, that is not moving very much. And this is very quintessential of part writing in a traditional sense, but also in this case, in harmony in general, we always have the lower voice, and the lower voice does not move very much because it's keeping the tonal center, while the melody or the top voice is the one that's moving around and giving us that really ear-catching tune. I'm really enjoying listening to that melody right there, and also listening to the harmony as well.
Yes, this is a hardship most dire.
Oh, they're in octaves. Sorry, they're in octaves. So they're singing the same melody, but just one octave lower.
And one day you will heed what I say. This is my message to my master. This is a fight you cannot win. I think that that's your great disasters. The victory stirs below your skin. If you could see, I will not blame you. I will move forth and win your war. But if I should die before you continue, you shall have heard my final dying roar.
Okay, wow. So this is the roar of the Jungle Dragon. This is the Jungle Dragon's theme. Let's just look at the lyrics really quick up to this point. I love lyrical breakdowns. This is what I did for 10 years. The enemy ascended beyond your control, or was that all your intention? They have managed to demolish whatever we made, but you're failing to comprehend. If they can, they will easily butcher you whole while you're blinded by your depression. I have gotten to the point where I'm just as afraid that you're going to meet your end. My screams echo out through the fire, and your rival dares stand in the way. Yes, this is a hardship most dire, and one day you will heed what I say. This is my message to my master. This is a fight you cannot win. I think that past your great disasters, their victory stirs below your skin. If you proceed, I will not blame you. I will move forth and win your war. But if I should die before you continue, you shall have heard my final dying roar. This is about loyalty. This is, hey, don't be so quick to do what you think you want to do here, because this isn't like the best option for you. Let's take a step back. I am loyal to a fault. I will do what I have to do for you, but understand that I might die fighting this. And if I die, you not only will have heard my final roar, but you will be alone. And I think that that is where that a little bit of desperation comes in with the double again, we have that rhythmic intensity, as always, is keeping us moving. But there's a direness in this, and even though it has like a kind of positive pep to it because of the beats per minute, the rhythm, the time signature, or in the beats per minute, there is actually a lot of fear in this character, and there's a lot of concern. Let's keep listening. So if we listen to the bells in the background, those are like funeral bells to me in a way. Like, this is the dragon. I'm just guessing. This is the dragon putting themselves in the line of fire, and the electric guitar is this like internal monologue and this internal dialogue. Now, of course, we understand that this entire song is the internal monologue, or perhaps even the dragon speaking to, I guess, the playable character or whoever, saying, hey, like, watch out. Like, so the electric guitar to me has this real like plaintive quality naturally and inherently in it. Like, it's got this wailing quality, and I think that is sort of like, oh man, I'm gonna do my very best, but I might die. This is a song about life and death. The stakes are incredibly high, which we understand in music and in acting and in drama and in theater, that the stakes always need to be very high. And in this case, I do think that wailing of the guitar is like, oh God, I'm really scared. I don't know what's going to happen, but I am loyal to a fault, so let me go. And so that is that sound of like, all right, well, I'm going to go do what I have to do. Wait, listen to this. The enemy ascended beyond your control, or was that all your intention? Your intention. That is, the enemy ascended beyond your control, or was that all your intention? that question is like, are you tricking me? Were you always, there's a little bit of like, did you backstab me? Did you do this on purpose? And I think it's interesting that, no, your intention, that's a question, right? And obviously, but the way that it goes up in the upper pitch and then it descends down. And it's just really interesting because it's like, there's an incredulousness to that question. And the way that the pitches descend down is indicative of that. Is that all your intention? Which is really cool.
If they can, they will easily put you home while you're blinded by your digression. I have gotten to the point where I'm just too afraid that you're going to meet your end.
And there too, I'm gotten to the point where I'm just too afraid that you're going to, whatever the pitches are. And there too, I've gotten to the point where I'm just too afraid. The way that this reminds me so much of like a musical, like a rock musical, like Rent or something. That's really interesting. To the point where I'm just too afraid. That too, first of all, who's singing this? Is this DM Dokuro? Okay, well, I can't tell who's singing this, but the sound quality of the singer here there's a purity in the sound. It's very like pared back. It's very like into the mic, and there's an innocence to the sound quality, which I think enhances this whole thing. There's a loyalty aspect here that's very much at play, and like really like, hey, listen.
Stand in my way. Yes, this is a hardship most dire, and one day you will heed what I say.
Right there too. Let's break that down. My screams echo through the fire. But listen, it's introspective. It's like, my screams echo through the fire. And yes, your rival dares stand in my way. Yes, this is a hardship most dire. And one day you will heed what I say. And then we have this forte, we have this crescendo from piano to forte. We have this introspective, like, listen up to me. Listen up. This is serious. You won't even listen, so let me just... And then we go back to shouting.
This is my message to my master. This is a fight you cannot win. I think that past your great disasters, the victory stirs below your skin. If you could see, I will not blame you. I will move forth and win your war. But if I should die before you continue, you shall have heard my final dying roar.
Yeah, and actually here there's some sort of battle. This is the battle. This is like, oh sorry, so I've done all this talking and now I'm actually doing the fighting. Yeah, and I get that we're repeating ourselves here, but actually this feels like the swan song. I think this character does die, which is like a tragedy in some degree. I don't know. You know, I have to say this soundtrack has surprised me immensely. I listened to Stained Brutal Calamity with some hesitation, and I was like, okay, well, like, what is this? Like, people love this stuff, but what is this? And I've never played Terraria. Certainly, I've never played the Calamity mod. I have a lot of respect for this, for DM Dokuro, and this is very good stuff. And it's interesting, and it's unique, and it's really fresh. And I guess my question to you in the comments below, do you want to listen to an entire live stream of this? Because if so, we will make it happen, because this is really interesting. And I hope that you enjoyed some of the breakdown of lyrics. That's one of my favorite things to do, is break down lyrics. I spent literally 10 years of my life looking at lyrics, how to make them sound real and how to make them sound honest. And I love breaking down lyrics very much. So I hope you enjoyed this. There's Stained Brutal Calamity video is here. I hope you enjoy watching that if you haven't seen it yet. Of course, feel free to like, subscribe, feel free to support the channel. No pressure though, of course. And as always, thanks a ton, and I will talk to you later.